Hey guys, side chicks expose side chicks. This video is about regretting OnlyFans, and I feel like OnlyFans is like the worst thing that was ever created in the world. I think it's literally the most stupidest thing ever created. So this video is about a girl saying about how she regrets it and how it ruined her life. And obviously, just understand why so many people would sign up for OnlyFans, take a couple pictures, and whether they make a lot of money or they don't make a lot of money, they don't see that at the end of the rainbow, it literally is suicide. Why would you put yourself in a situation where you're going to be remembered and your kids are going to remember you as being basically a low-grade porn star? So this girl technically, I guess this is what this girl is living with now. And she's saying why she regrets doing the most stupidest thing in the world, which is OnlyFans.
What's up guys, it is Jada Moore. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This video is going to be short and sweet because I don't want to talk about this subject for like too long. In my last video, I ranted about the truth towards making an OnlyFans. I watched that video multiple times through it, like I'm still gonna upload it. I didn't really explain in that video why I felt the need to fall back on OnlyFans and recreate an account. That whole video was a rant because I felt like I got judged by some judgmental Christians. Basically just be easy on me while I'm transitioning. A year ago was completely different. My mindset a year ago is completely different. I felt like that stuff was okay, and you know, now that I'm transitioning, there's some times where I'm like fighting myself where I see certain comments, but I can't just change overnight. I think that video, because it was a rant and I didn't really sit and plan out that video, it was just all over the place. This video is just step by step what's the negative things about OnlyFans and honestly why you should never make an OnlyFans, like ever. I hope I didn't offend anybody. That video was just ranting about me feeling judged, and I wanted to be open and vulnerable with you guys about my situation and what led me to thinking like that was the only option and signing up and making a new OnlyFans account. For me, if I'm not getting judged, I'm not growing. That's how I feel. Like if my man didn't judge me or certain people didn't judge my actions and give me advice on ways I can change and better myself, I wouldn't be who I am today. So there's nothing wrong with people, you know, stating their opinions and giving advice, but it should be like advice of like how to grow. There's some times where it's just hurtful comments made like, oh, you can't call yourself a Christian if you're doing this and that, and that's why I felt the need to like hop on and kind of rant about my situation and why, you know, I went backwards. Reasonings why you should never make an OnlyFans, honestly. Reason why it's a scam. If you're watching this video and you're just like coming to this video just because you're curious and you don't know who I am or what I do, I remember years ago, one of my best friends, her name is Carol, and she is very successful on the internet, and she has so many girl followers, and she gets all kinds of brand deals and all kinds of content.
Because they don't really tell you that you typically have to already have a following to make a bigger following, to make a lot of money. Someone who has about 50 followers is not going to make $100,000 a month. Someone who even has 5,000 followers is not going to make $10,000 a month. If you have 10,000 followers, you're not going to even make $500 a month. They don't tell you that you already have to basically be an Instagram model, Instagram influencer who already has a very high following. Then those people, mainly the creepy men who already kind of want to visualize you naked, those are the same ones that will be paying for you monthly. Not some random people out of nowhere, and not as soon as you get on OnlyFans, you're going to make lots and lots of money. That's just something that they have to say because I think they get a percentage off of you either monthly or off of what you make, which also is a scam.
contracts, and she worked really, really hard on marketing herself. When we met with each other, we were like at the beginning stages of branding our business. And I remember her telling me so many times, she said, girl, you better brand yourself the right way. It might take a little longer and it might take a little more work, but it'll be much more worth it at the end of the day. I didn't listen to her. I saw the likes and I saw the followers like pouring in with all these guy followers, but I didn't really think anything of it, and I just saw the likes. Like, that's really all I cared about, was like, I'm getting likes and I'm getting followers super quick by doing this, and this is what works. I even took the easy way out when it came to making money. For a while, I definitely was 100% against making an OnlyFans. I was like, no, like, I'm already doing too much on Instagram, like things I'm posting, my booty all out, like I shouldn't make an OnlyFans. But a lot of people kept talking to me about it, like, oh, you can make this much money a month, and I just kept hearing about it all the time, like, to make an OnlyFans. So finally I did it. Like, within the first couple months, like right when I made it, I was making 10 bands a month. Like I was making such easy quick money, and I honestly started off by just basically posting the same things I was posting on Instagram, and this is why it is a scam. After a couple of months, you're going to lose subscribers because they're like only signing up because of the hype. OnlyFans has a reputation. That's the thing. When you hear of an OnlyFans, you're automatically, or even a private Snapchat, you're automatically thinking like there's porn, there's nudes, there's sex tapes all on this thing. They're really subscribing just to see the hype, right? They're trying to see if they can see your nudes, they're trying to see if they can see your sex tapes, all of that. But then when they see what you're actually posting on there, and if it doesn't reach like what they imagined and then what they want to see you doing, then they're gonna unsubscribe. Unless you are okay with being that girl and doing those things and making that a full-time job where you're basically going to be transitioning into a porn star. Number 2, people are going to steal your photos all day, every day. Even if you don't have a following, whoever subscribes to your account can take your pictures and screenshot and screen record whatever you do. It's not secured, it's not private, like anybody can take your stuff. The really hard thing to accept for me,
yeah, they don't tell you that people are going to do your content and leak it out, and people are basically going to just see it for free anyway. Funny is it that you go through all this to try to create a following to be a little great porn star, and people are going to steal your photos and show people for free anyway.
Is that like anything I had posted on there is all over the internet. Like, you can type in my name and there's like,
also that shows people that you probably didn't want to see your content anyway. It shows them too. So, you know, like your family members or like business people or people who are not going to take you seriously if you're an entrepreneur because you have done these things. People don't talk about these things. People don't say that this is what happens. And this happens to just about everyone who has an OnlyFans.
The Reddit account that pops up, and it doesn't have everything, but it has a lot of stuff that I had posted on there, and it sucks. Because if I go and message them and say, can you take this all down out of the kindness of your heart, because I've transitioned and I'm giving my life over to God and I don't want the stuff on the internet, I bet they don't give a crap about how I feel. So your stuff is on the internet for life, and you have to be okay with that. If you have a little girl one day and you want your little girl never to do stuff like that, but they type in mommy's name and all that stuff pops up, what are you gonna do? Another thing about it is that people took my videos and my pictures that I had posted on there, and they went and made a separate like account pretending to be me to make money off selling my photos and my videos that I posted on there. And so even if I shut it all down, there's accounts that are frauding and pretending to be me to make money off of those photos and videos that I had made. 3, that is a hard reputation to break. Like, I don't know how many comments I get of like, you have OnlyFans, like, shut up, you got OnlyFans, like, you're going to lose respect.
What is super annoying about the feminist movement, they want you to be empowered for your sexuality when no one respects anyone who is overly sexual, who is showing their body anyway. So you're gonna go through all this, literally lose all the respect that you have for yourself and what people find respect for you as well, if any.
much respect to begin with, because I was, you know, I picked the easy way out of posting my booty and all of that stuff all the time on Instagram. I didn't have a lot of respect because of just like reputation on YouTube and drama. Like, honestly, I didn't make a lot of smart choices for myself when it came to branding and marketing myself. Definitely learning to be very, very careful on myself of like who I choose to work with. Make sure that you have very high standards for yourself. If you're trying to be an influencer, you are a brand, so be very picky on who you work with and what you do. As I'm starting to rebrand myself, it's going to be very hard to break from that reputation. A lot of people are going to look at me and remember that I did OnlyFans and that I posted my booty all the time on the internet. Like, that's something I have to be strong in as I'm transitioning into, you know, a different brand. If you decide to do OnlyFans, you are a brand. Whether you have any followers or not, you are still a brand. Like, you're your name. Like, you have to be very picky and have high standards of what you want people to know you as. So if you do that and you try to break free from that, there are people that are going to remember and keep that over your head that you ever chose to make that decision in your life. 4, I only have 2 nails on my finger. You'll feel stuck in that income. For me, this is personally for me, is that now that I'm rebranding myself and I'm trying to get away from OnlyFans and not do OnlyFans, I see like a huge drop in my income if I don't do OnlyFans, and I feel stuck sometimes that I have to continue to do OnlyFans in order to make any money. There's a lot of opportunities taken away from you. Like, if I want to go be an actress, how many people are gonna hire me? Yeah, so there's times where like it gets to me. I know
you can't be a doctor.
I'm saying, like, you might as well just continue doing that, because it's gonna be really hard for you to be successful and like do anything else. Like, if I want to do anything, I can't be a teacher. I could be a teacher. I know I could be a rapper, because there are rappers who are strippers. Cardi B was a stripper rapper, but I don't want to be a rapper. That's always going to get brought up, or it can be searched up. They can just search up my name and then boom, all these things pop up. So might as well, you already did it, and it's going to be really hard to walk away from it now, so you might as well just keep doing it now. And then
I don't care who I find. If you are willing to be a stripper, OnlyFans, or anything in the sex industry, you technically are not worth more. If you don't already know your self-worth as a person to not do those things, by you doing those things, you have lowered your self-worth. So no, you're not worth more once you do those things, like, at all. You've already done it, and you already tarnished your name, your reputation, everything about you. You have tarnished, and you didn't care in the moment. You only cared once it decreased, or you only cared once you started really getting the repercussions and the consequences of doing something so free like that. So for me, I could care less about older women. I only care about younger women who just kind of look up to women like this, or look up to OnlyFans as a plausible option. You can do whatever you want with your life, but realistically realize that no one's going to be up front and tell you that they drink all the time to get through this. They're not going to tell you that they take drugs so they can sleep with themselves, so they can be able to live with themselves for doing this. They only highlight how much money that they're having and the stuff that they're buying with the money. They're not telling you that most of their money goes to liquor. They're not telling you that they hate themselves and they're disgusted. They're not telling you that their whole life and reputation's ruined, and that no one looks at them but negative, except for the small group of younger people who look up to them. You guys are literally the only ones that are looking at them positive. Everybody else knows them for what they are and look at them as according. So don't do OnlyFans.